ColBERT is powerful in notebooks, but serving late interaction is the hard part. Vespa shows what that production path looks like. This is the pattern you'll be able to implement by the end, which loads late interaction search documents and ranks with ColBERT scoring. I'm Professor Pi, teaching search and IR with simple Python. Late interaction retrieval answers a practical problem. Get ColBERT's token level precision without paying full token scoring over your entire index for every query. The compromise is two-phase search, a fast, cheap recall stage to pull candidates, then a costly but precise late interaction re-rank on that small set. Vespa fits this role because it can store per-token tensors and evaluate custom ranking expressions server-side, shifting the heavy math into the search engine instead of a separate microservice. At a high level, ColBERT's late interaction keeps vectors for every token in each document. For a query, you make vectors per query token. Then you compare each query token to every document token. Pick the best match for each query token and sum those bests into one score per document. That gives you fine-grained matching without scoring the whole corpus, at the cost of extra storage and some per-document ingestion work. We'll build a compact, hands-on pipeline that mirrors that production path. First, a NumPy MaxSim simulation, so you can see how token comparisons become a single score. Next, a Vespa schema that stores text and per-token vectors. Then, a rank profile that runs MaxSim server-side. Feed payloads that include the token vectors. And finally, a query that triggers the rerank, so you can watch the tensors flow and the re-rank count control cost. Quick note, this code is designed to teach the core idea clearly. Library versions and local setups can vary, so check the official docs if your setup behaves differently. First, we need a minimal simulation so the scoring math is visible. This snippet shows how NumPy models ColBERT's MaxSim scoring on simplified token tensors. The array query tokens holds two contextual query vectors, while doc tokens represents two documents with two token vectors each. np.ainsum multiplies every query vector against every document token, so dot products contains all fine-grained similarities. Taking npmax along axis 2 keeps the most similar document token for each query token, and tokenmax.sum axis equals 0 aggregates those wins into doc scores that reflect ColBERT's late interaction sum. Adjusting the token values directly changes which document dominates the final score, making the trade-offs visible. The printed max token match equals 1.16 confirms the highest simulated document score. Now that scoring is clear, we need a schema that can hold text for first phase recall and token vectors for rerank. This example configures a minimal pyvespa schema, so Vespa can store ColBERT vectors alongside retrievable text. The schema fields list defines three field objects: ID for stable document identifiers, text with enabled BM25 indexing for first stage lexical recall, and ColBERT as a TensorFlax tokenx v2 attribute that keeps per token vectors. Schema assembles those fields into ColBERT schema, and fieldset makes text searchable via user input. Finally, application package bundles the schema for deployment, so the same configuration can be sent to a real Vespa instance or exported. The printout schema fields 3 confirms that all required fields are now part of the package. With storage defined, we must tell Vespa how to compute MaxSim during ranking, so the server does the heavy lifting. This code adds a Vespa rank profile that instructs pyvespa to execute ColBERT's late interaction during re-ranking. The string lateExpert expands to some reduce sum query Qt attribute polbear v max token query token, mirroring the MaxSim aggregation computed earlier in NumPy. Rank profile links that expression to inputs expecting tensor float, query token v2, keeps BM25 text as the first phase scorer, and registers second phase ranking, so only the top rerank count equals 5 hits pay the cost of token level scoring. Lowering rerank count reduces latency by scoring fewer candidates, while raising it improves recall. The message rank profiles equals 1 verifies that the schema now exposes the ColBERT late profile for searches. Next, we need to prepare document payloads that include both the text and the per token vector map. This snippet prepares compact feed payloads that combine ColBERT vectors with the supporting text metadata. The list texts stores 2 concise descriptions that will trigger BM25 during the Vespa first phase. The payload's comprehension loops over enumerate texts, assigns a unique ID per document, and builds ColBERT dictionaries whose values map token indices to the float lists extracted from doc tokens. That structure matches Vespa's TensorFloat token doc size v2 feed format, allowing each token vector to survive ingestion. If you add more query-aligned tokens, the dictionary grows linearly while keeping the same JSON layout. The printed payload ready equals 2 confirms 2 payload objects are ready to send. Finally, we run a client round trip, feed the payloads, and fire a query that uses the late interaction profile. This example drives an actual Vespa round trip using the prepared payloads. The Vespa class creates a client pointed at the localhost instance, and AppSyncio opens a context whose feed data point calls submit each payload dictionary, while the sum collects how many responses report is successful. Next, query map turns the NumPy query tokens into the dictionary format that Vespa expects for TensorFloat query token v2 inputs. The app query request sets YQL, ranking.profile, and input.query qt, so the ColBERT late profile fires MaxSim reranking server-side. The printed top doc is doc1, rerank is 1.16, fed is 2, shows that 2 documents were ingested, and Vespa returned doc1 with the stronger rerank score. This toy flow maps directly into a small production proof of concept. Swap the 2 example documents for your catalog or article set. Compute ColBERT token vectors as part of ingestion, and tune rerank count to balance latency versus recall. Running locally gives you a controlled environment to measure those trade-offs before scaling. A short recap. This is a 2-phase pattern: cheap lexical recall, followed by ColBERT MaxSim rerank inside Vespa. Use it when you want token-level matching, but can't afford token scoring across the entire corpus for every query. One caveat: storing per token vectors increases storage and ingestion cost, so include that in your budget. Next step: try increasing rerank count and measure how recall and latency change, so you can pick the sweet spot for your workload. If short, practical IR helps, subscribe and watch the IR videos.